today we are going to tackle something on this Haybine. Not sure if I'm going to pull it up to the shop, but last field last year, this bearing blew to smithereens. Like, just, it's gone. So the problem here is when we bought this thing, whoever had an issue with it before, instead of using this clamp here and fixing it so it would hold, welded this down piece here that hits your bushings to your knife solid onto that shaft. So the thing you got to do is we're going to take these top bolts out of the bushing. We're going to take this flange right off and it'll slip out. And I believe we'll also take off the whole wobble head here, right here. 4 bolts, 8 bolts, 9 bolts. And then we're just going to slowly pick away at grinding off all this crap, smoothing out the shaft, and hopefully it's still usable. And then we'll get a new bearing, and flange looks okay still. But yeah, we'll get all this ready, because why not pre-prep the stuff that you know you got to do while it's nice out. This whole girl's going to be busy this year. We got a lot more acreage to cover, and we just need to be running like a top. We're going to get some wrenches, and we're going to pull this off here right away. I think I'll bring the truck over, and we'll see what we can manage. 3/4. These buggers are 3/4. Okay, perfect. Trusty sidekick Emmett, the boss, eh? You're just the boss. You want to sit? Good boy. You're a big handsome man. Just turned 8, this big guy. Oh yeah, you're a good boy. Oh yeah, let's get back to work. Gonna get you. Oh yeah, we got you. Okay. And now, I would say these 4 stover bolts come out, and this whole flange should slip right out here, and then we should be able to play around with the end because we're off the bushing there. Perfect. A glove wear in the winter, but I don't usually work with gloves on. Man, what a pain in the butt. It's 2. Don't know if I'll get these out. Yeah, got that one. This bearing's was probably like, shit, 20 years old, I'm guessing. Maybe older. So she hung out for a while. But, oh boy, that is tight. It's a little persuasion, maybe. Perfect. Boy, there ain't no way that's wanting to come out there. I have to hit the whole knife back in. Might need a sledge or something for that. I don't think I'm moving that knife otherwise. Almost out. Guess we don't need to pull that out. We just take this here. Oh. Look at the race. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember I was cutting and all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. What's going on? Okay, that slips out. Perfect. Now, we must just pop it out of here. Take this covering off. We got her. So yeah, this wobble arm is in good shape overall. Doesn't look pitted or worn here. That bearing seems to be doing just fine. This one, not so much. And then yeah, this is what I'm talking about. All this gobby weld in here, like, oh, what a mess. Let's go, bud. Come on. So it's been a little bit of time since we took the shaft off now. Got a new bearing ordered. This thing was seized right on, so I ended up having to cut the bearing and the locking collar. It was just not moving at all. So we got those on order. When that bearing blew, it really messed up these flanges. This one, it's hard to see, but it's got a big kink here, and the second one's got a crack and it's blowing out the edge here. It's just figured to get some new ones. The link we were able to save, thankfully. They're not cheap, so we had to cut the bolt and take all that weld off that was holding it on. A couple cracks, so we got some welds. Got to clean this up and re-weld here. There's a little crack here, but overall the link's in good shape, so I think we're gonna do that now. Is just gouge in here, get a new weld on there, and we're waiting for bearing and locking collar. Should be in the next few days here, and pick up the flanges, and we are good to go. So yeah, we're gonna clean this up and bond it back together. Well, we got this gouge down pretty good. You can still see the crack in there, but I don't want to get right through the wall, so I might give it just another little gouge, and then we'll fill it in. So we're ground down now, and since this has taken a lot of abuse, just a lot of torque on it, we're going to use a 7018 rod to bring the integrity back up instead of a 6013. It's easier with a 613, but it's not as strong, so yeah, we're going to do that. Try and put a pass down, and we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty good first pass, at least. So it's not the prettiest nor the ugliest, but seems to have got some good penetration there. I guess we'll go back and give it a few more passes. We might need to fill in this edge, but yeah, we're gonna gob this up another pass or two. That about does it. Like I said, not the prettiest weld, but it's on there solid, so this thing's ready to go back on once we get that bearing. Shaft's good. She's almost done. Thank goodness. Alright, we're back on the shaft. We finally got some parts here, amongst all these other projects we're doing. So we got some new flanges. There's the other one already torched. It's pretty cracked up. So all we really got to do is throw a flange on, this locking collar on, bring this guy up to here. I believe it's this side here. We might just have to loose fit, and then once we're on the machine, then we can adjust for size and everything. Oh, that's much better. Okay, now we're at the vine here. Got all this loose fit on, so we kind of want to get these out, just off and out of the way for now. Even nicer out than the day I took this apart, and that was a pretty nice day. Looks good. We'll grab our shaft, see if we can slip it on. Go down like so. Now we just need to, I guess, get the bottom in first. Can't exactly remember how we got this in and out. This damn thing keeps spinning on me. There we go. Got her over. Now we can take these bolts out, put all of our shims and cover back on. Oh, that was a close call. Put our cover back on. I gotta just ever so gently get these back in here. Get that one in. Get that one in. Okay, at least we're hung up now. It's not perfect, but we're hung up. Then we need to get this flange in. I'm not sure if it's going to fit this way or this way. It's a little different when you actually have parts that fit that aren't broke. Why are we just not clearing here? I don't think that bearing has to go up any further, and it doesn't feel like it's going to move any further, so what could it be? I guess I probably should release that end again and slip this through somehow a little bit. Right, so I got that bearing loose again, and now we slip right in on this far end here. I'll show you once I can turn the camera a bit. Make sure we can get some bolts through here. Just loose fitting everything for the time being. just so we can get everything properly fit. Ooh, that's a nice bearing. Wow. Okay, that's how it's hung up again. Now we can come back here and reset. Go. Back in place. Get that guy back in place. Perfect. Second one in. Alright, so we're already almost there. Just wait for parts longer than you do anything else. So yeah, this is all good. Now we just got to put the assembly to attach the knife. Finish putting bolts in. Torque these buggers down. And we are back in working order. Got our bottom bolt here. Gotta make sure our bushing doesn't come out. Should just stay. Yeah, perfect. Boom. There we go. We are in. Okay, so that's in place. That's got to be tightened. Now we got to see if our keyway lines up, which it looks pretty damn good. A little slack in there actually, so if this key doesn't work, we might have to sadly pull this off and tighten this, or so maybe we'll go get a hammer and gently tap that. See if we can set that keyway, and if that goes, it's good. Back in action here. That's tight. Guess we can lock this collar in now, since it's set. I like tight, I don't like broken. Okay, so that's good. Just working on this keyway still. Like I said, I gotta go get a hammer. Then I guess we need a little 1/2 inch for here. Everything else looks pretty good though. Could tighten that bottom one. I think I'm gonna wait till I get that key in. Hey piggies. Big boy's looking good. No play on the end there, that looks good. Bushing looks good. Don't need these little guys anymore. Okay, so we got the key in. It's not tight yet. We got this bolt tightening, but it's having a hard time snugging this tight. So I'm gonna grab a long arm wrench and try and get this on, because as we torque it, it just kind of vibrates back. So all right, we got this thing back on. I forgot to film it there, but the old bolt wasn't strong enough, crack. So we got this on. It is nice and snug. Everything's looking solid here. Bearing's tight. The head's tight. We just got this last bolt here on the bottom to tighten up, and this thing is ready to go. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That looks great. So Haybine is ready to go. We're just gonna have to do a little pre-season service once snow melts, clean it off, grease everything up, oil some bearings, oil some chains, and the old girl's got another year in her.